Hey, 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 it's your girl, Dana Glass. What is popping in your world? Let's have a little chat. It is Monday, mindset, mind shifting, manifesting. We're going to talk about all the things tonight. So, it's your girl, the founder of The Grit Gain. I am excited to come to you live. So, give me a shout out whenever you jump on here, whenever you stop by my house. Let me know you're in the house, in the house. So, I'm Dana Glass. I live in Michigan. I help women get back up, use the grit. We're going to go get all the pearls in life and no excuses, right? We are warriors. And I want to talk about that for just a second. What is up? So this weekend, I had the opportunity to be reminded, Miss Gina, I got reminded this weekend how fragile life is. So we're going to talk about that real quick. So thanks for jumping on, you guys. So Saturday night, Halloween night, I could not decide what to wear for a costume. What y'all dress up as? And so I decided to go to the hospital. I had one of those fun little gowns on, y'all. Can you relate? And so I found myself sitting in the ER on Saturday night. And I want to talk about it for just a quick minute because here's the funny part to that story. I had a good time, you guys. Even though I had all the monitors hooked up to me, all the things going on, and I'm all good, just so you guys know, I'm healthy as a horse or a cow. I'm not sure how they meant that, but anyways, precautionary, right? If you got something going on, go get it checked out, y'all. So I've had this pain with my shoulder blades, and it was piercing through my front and all the good stuff. And all I could think about was blood clots. Was it a heart attack? Was it all the fun things? It's neither. They said my heart and my lungs are good to go. Here's the funny part to that whole story. As I'm sitting in the bed, I'm sitting there like being grateful. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my journey. I was grateful for the nurses. I'm raving about them. I had excellent care. They didn't play around. They hooked me up to all the things to make sure, right? I was grateful in the journey. That's your first tip. I don't care where you're at in life. When you can sit there and have fun, having monitors hooked up to you, knowing, hey, this life is just gonna pass you by anyways. So here's the promise I made to myself, and that's why I'm showing up on your timeline right now. Is because I promised God in that season or in that moment, laying on that bed, that I was going to be fully Dana Glass. I was not going to apologize for who He created me to be. And I hope that you walk away tonight feeling empowered to do the same thing. And be loud. Be all that you are. Be the bold version of yourself. Because here's the thing, I have had so many reminders lately that tomorrow's not promised. And yet we live like it is. I'm tired of getting on my timeline and seeing people just like wallow and stuff. We got the elections tomorrow. I'll be glad when it's over personally, because it'll be the next thing. Where are you at in your life? What are you going to decide that today's the day I'm going to own it? So here's the thing. I've had a lot of people ask me, like, okay, so we're going to talk about my own journey for just a second. Like, why would you change companies again? So I'm going to talk about that for just a minute, you guys. Here's the thing, in your journey, you're going to learn and you're going to grow as you step out. The problem is the people that are talking about you doing all those things behind the scenes are usually the people that are too afraid to be that person to go do the things. Now, here's the thing, I want and I believe there's success for all of us out here. All of us. I happen to be an entrepreneur. That's my passion. I love it. That might not be yours, and that's okay. Whatever your zone is, this is what I want to encourage you to do. Be excellent. Be the best you can be in that. What I'm going to share from my own journey is this, and I'm not apologizing for it, you guys. I learned of who I am from the step in. And most of the time, I think like we're so afraid of making the wrong move, right? Oh, well, if I do this, what's going to happen? And I believe, my personal opinion, y'all on my page, so you get what I believe in. I believe in the Bible and I believe in Romans 8:28. That has been my life verse in so many situations. And that verse says this, and I'm going to have a tattoo one day of this. It says, all things work for the good for them that love the Lord. I believe in asking Him for wisdom And I believe sometimes you just got to step out in faith. I think so many times we're so afraid of making the wrong move. And as I look in my Bible, it's full of people that made wrong moves. But here's the cool part, you guys. Here's the but. He took those moves and he still allowed his promises to come. So I want you guys to think about that. We're so afraid to make any moves, we don't make any moves. We're so afraid to make the wrong move, we don't make any moves. And yet you guys don't know the journey that God has from you in that move. So I'm going to give you a real life example. Abraham, in the Bible, God told Abraham and Sarah, look, you're going to have a child. They were barren, childless, which was a big taboo back then, right? They were late in their old age. Now imagine, Diane, right? Like we're in our 50s, girl. Can you imagine God coming down to you and Tracy, like, hey, you're gonna have a baby? Excuse me? Now maybe if you never had kids, you might be excited about that. I know I wouldn't be, but so here's the thing. They waited and they waited and they waited in faith. Guess what happened? I think it was 24 years later after the time God told them before it actually came to fruition. But in the meantime, they went ahead and took it in their own hands. And so they did their own thing. But here's the thing. Here's what I want you guys to understand. God held his promise. Even though they went ahead and made a move that wasn't really aligned to what God had for them, he still kept his promise. Why? Because I believe Romans 8:28 says all things work for the good. So I want to just share with you guys tonight, take some kind of action in your life. Do not be the person that's in the hospital bed and you're actually dying thinking about all the things you wish you coulda, woulda. Here's what I do know. Your family, your grandkids, your kids, they're watching you. They don't care what you say. They're watching your actions. Are you showing them that? My little grandkids, you guys, what I love about being an entrepreneur is this. When I'm in my office, like today, they were over here. Like my little Jersey girl, she wants to work. She wants to work. I'm like, I love that. I'm teaching her what that word work means because so many people out here, it's a taboo. We have this whole society of entitlement out here. No, I want you to know, yes, Jersey, you're going to work, and it's a blessing to be able to work. So, you guys, what are we teaching that? Here's what I want to share with you. In my walking in life, that has not been perfect. It hasn't been. I've made a lot of mistakes, you guys, in a lot of different areas. But here's what I know. It's made me who I am today. And I believe Romans 8:20 is showing me that because I have the audacity to keep trying to figure it out and keep making those moves and what I need to do for my family, right? That when you finally find your zone and you have alignment, it feels freaking amazing. You guys, listen, that's why I could sit in the hospital bed and be joking with the staff because I feel freaking amazing in my life right now. Is it perfect? No, boo boo, it surely isn't perfect, but I feel good. You want to know why I feel good? Because I'm aligned to my mission. My mission. I shared this in my grit game a little while ago on a live. So many times I see so many quotes out here about comparison. And I think the enemy to comparison is this. When you don't know who you are and you don't know your mission and you don't have a roadmap for your mission, you find yourself comparing yourself. Actually, I don't know if it's so much comparing or something in that person that you love and you like deep down there's this aspiration to become like that, but yet maybe you're not willing to do what it takes to become like that. Does that make sense, you guys? So here's the thing. When you find yourself comparing yourself, you got to ask yourself, what is your mission? My mission is going to be, I'm like so excited about this too, you guys. Like my health journey, getting serious again about my health. Like going to the ER was a reminder because I haven't been working out. Like I've been really good about certain things, but there's things I'm all or nothing. So I'm going to fix that. That's one thing I came away with. I'm going to fix that. The other part of my mission is I love helping women feel good from the inside out about their life, right? That's why I have the grit gain. I want people to dominate whatever that is for themselves. I want them to physically feel good, financially feel good. That's my zone, you guys. And when I am aligned to that, it's not work. It feels so good. So I just want you guys to walk away tonight with this. Like, you're not promised tomorrow. Are you living a life of thinking one day I'll get there when my kids are grown? That's a big lie. I'm gonna tell you all that right now. I don't know. I don't. It's a big lie. If you think that's gonna get easier, it really isn't, because then comes the grandkids, right, Diane? Then comes all Tracy, and then comes all the other things, right? And then it's like, what do you believe? What lies are you believing that's keeping you hostage right here, right now? It's the little steps. Y'all want the big, grander, dream boards, vision boards, and all those things, but we're not willing to take the little steps that we can do right now in the season we're at to even prepare for that. So when the opportunity comes, we're ready for it, you guys. So alignment, find your zone, and be okay freaking having haters. Y'all listen, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing. If you're not willing to rock the boat a little bit in your life, and I don't care what that is, whatever that is for you, you're always gonna wonder what it could have, should have. Do not be like Dana Glass sitting in a hospital bed and think to yourself, wow, what could I, should have, like, oh, I should have went out. You guys, here's the funny part to Saturday. I actually went for a walk about an hour and a half so I'm like, oh, let me get some fresh air. Right? I don't want to be that girl that stands before God and says, yeah, you gave me the talent, but I decided that I'm just gonna pack it away and save it for a rainy day and then bring it out when it's good, Lord. No, I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that, you know what? I don't know the answer, but I'm gonna keep stepping all the way in my bold audacity self, and I'm gonna figure it out on the journey. You guys, listen. There's a reason this glow up is real. There's a reason I feel good from within. When you're aligned, nothing can stop you. So keep stepping until you find that lane, you guys, that's yours, that has your name on it, not anybody else's. Because at the end of the day, it's you and your life and your family. And that's what you have to think about. Nobody else. Put the blinders on, quit comparing yourself, and find your zone. And one last thing, you guys, is this: your energy. Where are you spending your energy at? Are you focusing on what people are saying about you? Are you focusing on the haters? Are you focused? Where is your focus? Every time you give that energy, it takes away from the energy from the things that you're called to do. So I just want to ask you, where are you spending your time? Who are you talking about? What you doing? Like, I don't have time for all of that. I have a mission, and I'm even gonna be bolder than I was before, you guys, because I don't know when my time's up. That's why I put my post up this morning. I don't know how much time I have left on this earth, but I know I'm gonna make it the best I have. I'm gonna change, impact as many lives as I possibly can, and I'm not gonna hide that. So don't dull your shine, my friends. I love you. Let's have a fabulous week. Smooches. Love you guys.